Hey, it's David. Let's talk screwdrivers. So why is it important we talk about these? At first glance, these two appear to be identical, but this is a Phillips screwdriver and this is a Japanese industry standard screwdriver, or JIS screwdriver. For any of you who have a Japanese bike or a bike with parts made in Japan where they use screw heads, the difference is critical because the Japanese don't use Phillips, they use JIS. And whilst the difference appears small, the reality is it's huge. If I look at the very tips of these screwdrivers, and if you look closely enough, and you can see it very clearly on the picture, the Phillips head, you have the four outer blades that meet in the middle. There's a very curved section in the middle. If you look at the JIS one, you'll see there's a very sharp corner in the middle of the cross, between the four blades of the cross. Now, a Phillips screw head is designed, as I understand it, when you're doing a screw up, when it reaches a certain torque and you're doing up a Phillips screw, it's designed to cam out so that you don't over torque the screw, and that's why it's rounded in the corner. But if you put a Phillips head screwdriver into a JIS screw, it doesn't seat firmly because the rounded corners stop it going all the way into the screw. Even though it looks like it's gone in, it hasn't actually. And that means when you start to turn it, if the screw is tight, then it will cam out. And as it cams out, it will rip the centre out of the screw, leading to the damaged screw heads you so often find on Japanese bikes. And the Japanese bikes have earned a very bad reputation for soft screws. Now, I have seen this on American forums as well, so I know it's happening to you guys too. And people complain that the screws are made of cheese and blah blah blah. The reason is you're using the wrong screwdrivers. If you use a JIS screwdriver, it will slip firmly and really tightly into the bottom of that screw and it will undo. Whereas the Phillips will just cam out and chew the screw head to pieces. And once you've chewed it a couple of times, well, that screw is toast. It's dead. You need to replace it. Now, I did this the other day myself. So let's have a look at the difference. And this is just a single slip out. I used a Phillips screwdriver on this one, and you might be able to see, using the offending culprit, the centre of the screw. There we go. You can see those little spikes of metal where the inner corners of the screw have been rounded out. And that's because this Phillips screwdriver has rounded corners. Now, having rounded it out once, I put the Phillips screwdriver away and I took out the JIS screwdriver. The JIS screwdriver went straight in, gripped it tightly, and I removed that screw without damage. Do not blame Japanese screws if you chew them up using a Phillips screwdriver. Right, so I hope that helped, and if you weren't aware of JIS screwdrivers before, hopefully you now understand that if you've got a Japanese bike, then get yourself some JIS screwdrivers and stop using the Phillips screwdrivers on your bike. So thanks very much for watching, get yourself some JIS screwdrivers and good luck working on your bikes.